live, where news comes first. This is WECT News.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Frances Weller.
And I'm John Evans. A developing story tonight. One of the top 4 vote getters in last night's Democratic primary for New Hanover County School Board is under fire.
Democratic Party leaders are calling on Rick Sutherland to drop out of the race after learning he lives with a convicted sex offender and didn't disclose that before running. It's a story our media partners at WHQR first reported. WECT's Connor Smith joins us now with the latest details. Connor, you talked with Sutherland today. What's his reaction?
Well, Fran, as of now, he says he's staying in this race, and that's despite the county party chair and multiple elected officials calling on him to drop out today. Results from last night's primary show Sutherland would be on the ballot for the general election in November. But the New Hanover County Democratic Party learned yesterday that Sutherland lives with a registered sex offender. Court records confirm Jaymes Osborne is a registered sex offender following a 2021 child pornography conviction. Sutherland says he regrets not disclosing the relationship, but says it has nothing to do with his record and does not impact his ability to serve on the school board.
There's nothing to hide here. And so when things like this, I'm not interested in covering up anything and trying to hide people or move people around and keep some kind of ongoing behind the scenes, because that's what creates lack of trust.
Party Chair Jill Hopman said she was unavailable for an on-camera interview today, but she did send us this statement, quote, "Instead of celebrating our victories in the primary election, we've been trying to navigate a shocking association between a candidate and a sex offender." It continues, "He willfully blindsided all of us. Responsibility for this situation rests solely on his shoulders." And I talked with Osborne on the phone earlier today. He called Sutherland one of his best friends and says he did nothing wrong. Osborne called the Democratic Party's response, quote, "sad and disappointing." Fran?
Connor, what are other leaders in the New Hanover County Democratic Party saying about this?
Yeah, school board member Tim Merritt, County Commissioner Stephanie Walker, and State Representative Deb Butler have all called on Sutherland to drop out of the race today. We've also reached out to other elected officials for their thoughts as well.
All right, we'll see how this plays out. Thanks so much, Connor. Don't forget, you can check all of the primary election results on WECT.com and your WECT News app. We will have much more on Tuesday's results coming up in about 10 minutes.